5 top WWE rumors from this week. Reason for former champion's sudden release. Bray Wyatt's faction members. Money in the Bank contract to change hands. Welcome to the latest edition of our weekly rumor roundup, where we will take a look at the top rumors from the world of WWE. Bray Wyatt has mesmerized the fans with his epic return and cryptic storytelling. We now have reports that could be potential spoilers on 2 major names that could be joining him in the rumored Wyatt 6 faction. We will also take a look at a backstage update on the return of the top star. Additionally, Roman Reigns could soon be having a major feud against 2 fan favorites. Without further ado, let's take a look at the top WWE rumors from this past week. Be sure to comment down and let us know your thoughts and reactions on the same. Number 5. Austin Theory to put his Money in the Bank contract on the line. Austin Theory got a major push earlier this year when he became the 2022 Mr. Money in the Bank. However, his run with the briefcase hasn't gone well, with him being on a major losing streak recently. But things could get even worse for the young star. According to a report from Zero News, there are heavy discussions backstage about Theory putting his MITB contract on the line soon. However, there's no confirmation yet on who his opponent would be. I'm hearing Austin Theory will indeed be putting his MITB contract on the line in an upcoming match. No word on opponent, but definitely heavily discussed in last week or so, reported Zero News. Theory recently appeared on the Wednesday night show, where he teased cashing in on his contract for the NXT Championship but ultimately decided against it. It is to be seen how the company handles his run as Mr. Money in the Bank, especially with Roman Reigns at the top of the mountain as the undisputed WWE Universal Champion. Number 4. Potential spoilers on 2 names being considered for Bray Wyatt's faction. Ever since Bray Wyatt's grand return at Extreme Rules 2022 earlier this month, fans have been speculating who could join him in his rumored Wyatt 6 faction. We now have what could be a potential spoiler for 2 names who could be a part of this faction. Dave Meltzer reported on the Wrestling Observer newsletter that WWE is considering former Raw stars Vincent and Dutch to join hands with Wyatt. Dutch and Vincent's name have been bandied about for Wyatt characters. On this week's episode of Friday Night SmackDown, Bray Wyatt delivered yet another cryptic backstage promo. A QR code also popped up that led to a psychiatric evaluation form. Right after this, fans got a glimpse of a character with a long mustache and a cowboy hat, many claiming it to be the rumored Uncle Howdy character. Number 3. Backstage update on Becky Lynch's WWE return. Former multi-time women's champion Becky Lynch has been away from WWE television since suffering an injury during her match against Bianca Belair at SummerSlam 2022. According to a report by Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful, members of WWE's creative team are hopeful to have Becky Lynch back by the end of 2022 on Monday Night Raw. However, there is no guarantee of the same, and it's mostly them being optimistic. It was previously reported by Zero News earlier this month that Becky Lynch is being considered as a potential winner of the 2023 Women's Royal Rumble match, with the ultimate plan being Lynch versus Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania 39. Number 2. Potential details on Roman Reigns' upcoming big feuds. Undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns has been smashing opponents and continuing his historic run. Dave Meltzer recently stated on the Wrestling Observer that Bray Wyatt could soon have a feud with Reigns, with him being on SmackDown. Meltzer also mentioned that Sami Zayn, who has aligned himself with the bloodline over the last few months, could turn babyface and feud with Roman Reigns. Since they've done Lesnar to death, got the stip with Riddle, who isn't pushed to top level anyway even though he and Reigns did a great number, have now gotten past McIntyre, and Orton is still on the shelf with no return date known. They are back to no obvious title contenders for now. They do have Zayn for down the line, who is very popular, but at the end of the day nobody is going to think he can beat Reigns either. Said Meltzer, the Tribal Chief is set to put his titles on the line next month at WWE Crown Jewel 2022 against Logan Paul. While this is a big money match with a lot of mainstream media attention, the chances of Reigns losing his titles here seem extremely low. Number 1. Potential reason why WWE released former world champion, former ROH world champion and former WWE commentator Nigel McGuinness was recently released by WWE after a 6-year-long tenure with the company. Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer noted that the company wanted a bigger star like Hall of Famer Booker T as the commentator for NXT, and hence he was chosen for the role over McGuinness. So they made a decision, which would be that they wanted a bigger star and bombastic personality there, as opposed to the guy who is better at getting over new talent on their show, where it's about trying to showcase and get new talent over, said Meltzer. WWE recently announced that they have shuffled their brand's commentary and interview teams. As part of the same, it was announced that Booker T will be joining Vic Joseph in the NXT commentary team.
Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Fuck me, I'm looking in the mirror, so foggy, but I've never seen clear.